Welcome back to Our Community. Susie Thomas visiting with Billy Janet Berkey. She is representing the Louisville Constitution Festival, and we are getting pretty excited about it. Something else that takes place, very, very cool, is the Constitution Queen and her court. Let's talk a little bit about that. What will that evening, when will that be, and what will that consist of?
Well, that's actually already happening. We've had a couple events with the candidates already, but the events that will be open to the community will be Tuesday the 12th and Thursday the 14th. And this year we have 14 very pretty young ladies, very nice young ladies. I got the opportunity to meet them last Saturday that are out to win the Queen in Court. But we don't really consider ours a beauty pageant because they write an essay, they do an interview, they do a speech on their favorite person, which can be a community person or a family person. And this year, for the first year, we are going to have a small fashion show. Oh. And it's going to be LaRue by Val, which is one of the girls in Louisville that sells the LaRue clothes. And the Queen in Court and the candidates will be doing a small fashion show on Tuesday evening.
Very fun. So September 12th, anyone is welcome to attend the fashion show.
Correct.
And then September 14th is the pageant itself. And Correct. It really is, again, a celebration of our Constitution and young people. And youth and leadership. It's more like a leadership pageant, isn't it? Okay, I totally agree. You've already had the interviews Correct. With them. What's your impression? Talk about these young ladies. Don't use any names.
I didn't get to talk to them directly myself.
What have you heard?
But one of the interviewees came out and he said, I sure hope I've got some more time with these girls because right now they're all winners, is what he told us. So he was looking very forward to spending some more time with them on the 12th and the 14th.
The essay is about what?
This year, our theme was defending our freedom. We talked earlier in the interview about how important those freedoms are. And we asked the students for not just the candidates, but also the students from the schools who we have a second essay contest for them that to write a short essay about defending our freedom and what freedom means to them. I wish I could get on air and read them all to you, but they were really good interviews, or not interviews, but essays.
What ages are we talking about?
4th and 5th grade and 8th grade and 11th grade, I believe.
And honestly, hats off to Louisville that you're instilling this important appreciation for what we have
Correct.
Into young people as young as 4th grade.
Yes.
I know you can't read them all, but do you remember any ideas or thoughts that came through that really struck you where you thought, wow, that is some deep thinking for a 10-year-old?
It's been a couple weeks since I've read them. But I'm very proud of the kids. I kept thinking that as we were reading because they get it. At least the kids that wrote these, they understand what it means to be in this country and to not take advantage of the things that we have.
Yeah.
And to respect. A lot of them talked about the respect for the military, which is obviously a hot topic right now. And I was very proud of them in the way they approached some of that.
The pageant participants also write an essay. They always have as well. Have you gotten a chance to see what's on their minds?
I only got mine Saturday, so I haven't had a chance to read those yet. So.
All right. But I'm sure you're looking forward to that.
Yes.
Because every year, aren't you just blown away by the depth of these young ladies?
Right. And also you talked about the leadership. I also noticed the growth of all of the girls during the pageant, but most specifically the 5 who win, and how much they grow and mature during the year. And was speaking to the current queen, Abby Anderson, over the weekend, and she's talking about her goals, and so many of those goals to her have become so much more clear in the last year, and her involvement in the Queen in Court.
What does the year hold for them after they are elected?
Lots of stuff. This year, they made cookies for the firemen. They went to the nursing homes and spent the day with the residents. And they got to be able to face paint because everybody in the world wants them to come face paint.
Yes.
In addition to a Washington, D.C. trip with their sponsor and Mayor Pat Fallett from Louisville. They take them to D.C. and they meet some of the congressmen, and they get to tour the Capitol and that kind of stuff.
I'm picturing a Constitution float. Wow, what kinds of parades do they?
Don't forget parades, yes. They do the community parade, the Hall of Fame parade, the Alliance Parade, and of course our parade on September 17th. And
that is the importance of September 17th, because that is
Constitution Day.
Constitution Day.
That's when the Louisville Constitution Parade is.
That's right. Okay. And again, where are all of the events taking place? Where we want to get a good spot.
The parade kicks off at the middle school, ends at the high school, and takes the loop around town from the middle school to the high school. The festival is in Metzger Park. The pageants are at the middle school. We haven't mentioned the Mayor's Prayer Breakfast yet, which is Christ United Methodist Church on Monday the 11th. Our speaker that day is retired Major General Dan Hahn, and that is a prayer time that our mayor hosts, and there's breakfast there.
And specifically poignant because that will be September 11th and the 16th anniversary of that terrorist attack.
Now, our chamber is also hosting on that Monday evening, the 11th, a memorial event. I don't have all the details on that because they're actually still working on those. But there'll be a mini parade from the park to downtown. And those details will be on our website as soon as we have those on.
And what time does that get started?
That's 4 p.m.
Okay.
And that involves the fire, rescuers and the police and some of the military of the area.
Awesome. One of the things that you do as well is young people get to attend a naturalization ceremony. They get to see that taking place. Why? Why do you take them? How old are the people who gets to participate?
It is actually held at the middle school.
Really?
The judge comes to the middle school, and the students, and I'm not sure if it's all 3 grades or just the certain grade, gets to go to the auditorium and actually view it right there. So.
And then these newest citizens are coming through. Do they get to hear the stories of these people?
I don't think they have time for that.
Okay.
Yes, but they are there, and they get to hear them say their pledge about their commitment now as new citizens to our country.
What's kind of amazing is you hear them actually completely break away from the country that they are leaving and really declare their loyalty to their new citizenship as new citizens of the United States. What does that do to you? I mean, that makes my heart.
I have to confess, I haven't been able to go yet.
Oh, you are.
I told these guys I'm out of here that day.
Love this.
So if you call the radio station on the 11th of the morning, I won't be here. So,
Billy Janet, I was not prepared for what I was about to see, and I sobbed and sobbed
Really?
at the one and only naturalization ceremony I've ever gotten to attend. But since then, I've had friends that have gone through it, and it is amazing. I honestly think everyone should get a chance to see that, because you do appreciate what we just got as far as a birthright by being born here. Things that other people go through so much to be able to attain.
Yes. And I'm not sure the middle school has the space for it, but, we could try to encourage people to attend if they have the time. But
do you realize what they have to go through to be able to vote? The test that they have to take, and I wonder how many of us could pass it.
That's a good question.
I don't want to volunteer.
Back to what we said earlier. Do people realize there's 2 different documents,
Exactly.
How much do we know our history?
Exactly. But it does inspire you. Louisville inspires me to get to know all of this more and appreciate all of it more. Let's take our last couple of minutes and review everything going on, particularly if someone's just joined us. So we've got the Constitution Day Festival taking place in Louisville, and everything starts September 8th at 5 o'clock. Help me remember what else is happening Friday night.
Okay, we've got music, fireworks, inflatables, games, pony rides, train rides. And then on Saturday, we start at 11 with a tractor pull, bingo, pet parade, more music, And then Sunday we start at noon with lots of music, and then of course all the rides and stuff and food will still be there Saturday and Sunday.
And how expensive is this for a family? What kinds of costs are we talking about?
To just come and walk around, it doesn't cost anything. Obviously, you can buy stuff from the vendors and you can buy food, so that cost can vary depending on your family. We do have an all-day pass for some of the rides and the inflatables for kids for $10. A couple of the items are coming in, they're separate vendors. So there's an additional $5 for pony ride and an additional $5 for train ride. So it's not overly expensive.
So for very minimal costs, you can have a wonderful weekend.
Yes.
And an important weekend to really realize the heritage that we have. I look at you and I look at the other people involved and all the work that goes on behind the scenes. And you work all year long on getting this together. And one might ask why. What is it about this that compels you to be this involved with something like this?
It's about the community. And it's about, like we said earlier, the unity of not just, and we can't do a lot in the world or the United States as a whole, but we can work on community and unity in our own area.
Mm-hmm. Where do we go for more information, Billy Janet?
Everything is on the website at LouisvilleConstitution.org.
LouisvilleConstitution.org.
And if you need to, you can call me here at the station.
All right. And that number is?
492-9590.
330-492-9590. Billy Janet Berkey. And please give our regards to your entire committee and everybody that works so hard on this. And thank you so much for what you're doing in our community.
Thank you, Susie.